I'm Dr. Greg Bottaro from the CatholicPsych Institute, and along with Jen Settle from the Theology of the Body Institute, we've prepared this preparation for consecration, especially focusing on the life of St. Joseph. Why is St. Joseph so important right now? Well, St. Joseph, first of all, is a protector of the church. We need that. St. Joseph needs to come in strong right now. Our church has seen better days, and I think all of us need St. Joseph in our families. St. Joseph was the protector ordained by God, chosen by God to protect his wife and child, who happened to be the incarnation. God himself made man, God made flesh, under the protection of St. Joseph. That's pretty special. And we see in that a way to also claim St. Joseph as our own protector. He protects Our Lady, who is a model of the church, and so we see that he is a protector of the church. Why all this protection? Well, we know from Our Lady of Fatima, as Mary told us through the visionaries of Fatima, that these are some very turbulent times. And Sister Lucia, one of the visionaries, said that the final battle would be on the grounds of marriage and family. So in our marriages, in our families, we are fighting this battle, and we need help, we need protection, we need St. Joseph. St. Joseph shows us the path to holiness, especially as a man. And if we look around also, we'll see that masculinity itself is under great attack. The American Psychological Association recently published a manual of norms for working with men and masculinity, and essentially called masculinity toxic. Well, that's not what we believe. We believe that God made man and made woman, and he made masculinity for a specific purpose, and there's a path to holiness through masculinity. St. Joseph shows us the way. And especially because St. Joseph was born just like one of us. He wasn't immaculately conceived like Our Lady. He wasn't the incarnation like Jesus. He was a normal guy. He was a normal Joe. And so we look at that as a pathway for all of us, born with original sin, born with the effect of concupiscence, at least to start in Joseph's case, to find a path to holiness through that. That gives us great hope. When we know that something's possible, we find greater motivation to pursue that goal. If we think it's impossible, we're going to be struggling when it comes to motivation. And that's true psychologically in a lot of different things. But St. Joseph gives us that motivation because he shows us the example of someone who is born like we are, but can attain great things, and especially great holiness. And that is the call that we're all given by God. That's the universal call. You might have heard of something called the new evangelization. Well, what that means is we're all called to radical holiness. We're all called to sainthood. If you've heard this phrase, to be the best version of yourself. Well, the best version of yourself, to live your best life, is to be a saint. Think about the word saint in front of your name. The saint version of you is who you're called to be, and you can become that person. It's by watching the saints that have gone before us, and in this case, especially St. Joseph, we see that through normal means of normal life, normal family life, normal marriage, normal just sort of working and growing up and living that kind of basic human simplicity. Those are the means to attain greatness and great holiness. So I thank you for joining us on this journey. Pray for us while we put the finishing touches on sending out these emails to you every day. There will be emailed every day a reflection and some prayers and a question to maybe take to some journaling on your own. There's going to be an opportunity to really go deep in this preparation and bring the whole person into it, body, mind, and spirit, so that you can think and feel and pray through this preparation and ultimately give yourself totally to Christ in holiness. And that's what we're looking to do. So pray for us as we put this together, the final touches, as we send out these emails to you every day, and we're praying for you. Thanks, and God bless you.